Well, howdy y'all. Welcome back to Junktojems. Well, I was really trying to get a video out for you today. And it was going to be about me doing the backhoe and getting it cleaned up and getting some grease put back in her and showing you some spots, to be, that a lot of people don't know about this. I did look around all over on YouTube to see if anybody posted any videos out there about some of the hidden grease fittings on these backhoes. And it was amazing how many I could not find. So, and yes, I said that way on purpose. So anyway, I was in the process of doing it, and we had a little mishap. So on the little pressure washer here, she decided she had had enough. I mean, it is old, and the pressure washer was given to me. So let me show you what happened. I knew she had started leaking, but never realized that would happen, So it literally blew it right out of there, and it doesn't want to go back on. So I've spent the last little bit, 30 minutes or so, trying to remember what we did with the other hose on the other pressure washer, because it wasn't with the pressure washer. Well, come to find out, I had hung it up in the shop over there, and it was buried underneath some other hoses that were hanging up in there, so I couldn't see it. But I did manage to find it. Unfortunately, this one is a 100-foot hose, and it's got quick connect fittings on it. But the pressure washer is buried in the shop. So looks like you're gonna get to talk to me about some of this today, this way, instead of the full video, which will be coming out. I'm just gonna have to do this repair on this today. It is already like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or something like that. But as you can see here, I'm gonna show you a little bit about what I got going on here. So we got her all extended, been getting some of the mud out of here. And you can see some of the big mud right there that's been coming out. And, so I got some of these out of here. The pad is flipped over right now because there was so much mud on it. As you can see some of that mud there, how thick it was. And then look up inside there. You're gonna see some of this tomorrow too. I was trying to get that out of there with the little pressure washer, but it looks like I might have to wait until tomorrow. When it gets a little bit warmer during the day. Today, I think it's about 37, 38 right now. So it is warmed up a little bit since I started this. When I first started this, it was like 31. But now that it's late in the afternoon, it's finally warming up. But, I'm gonna get up underneath here and show you some of this here, y'all. So all of this right here, all of this was just a block of mud all the way down across here. Like you couldn't tell where the steering began and the axle began. And as you can see, I've gotten quite a bit of it out of here so far. You still see I got the real thick mud in here, but unfortunately, the stuff is frozen and hard. So it's been a real challenge trying to get it out of there. I didn't think it was gonna take this long to get some of this out of here and loose. But, got some of that here. But look up underneath here, y'all. So you can see right there, that mud was solid thick all the way across here. And I still got more to go. I still got some in the wheel here that I got to get out. That's why I have her all propped up like this, is so I can get up underneath there and get some of that out of there. Because it was bad. I mean, that was in a deep mud hole over there. So I'm going to work on the pressure washer and get those two hoses separated and get it down to where I've just got a 50-foot hose instead of that 100 attached to it, the 100. So basically those two hoses over there are 150 foot long. I had those from back when I was doing construction, because, that was some of my work, was doing pressure washing. And, I always needed to, instead of dragging that hose, sometimes you didn't have a spigot close enough to get way out there. So, and you really didn't want to be tracking that pressure washer all over the place. You wanted to set one spot and be able to get a long ways out. So That's pretty cool if we're sitting up like that, isn't it? So anyway, we got that to do. And I'll show you this little bracket right here. This one here needs to be straightened out. I mean, it's been that way, so it's not like this is a new thing, but I do got to take it off of there and straighten it out. So when we put the thumb on here, we can get that. The thumb is going to be attached right in this area here. And you can see the little teeth right here, where that's going to go. That helps the thumb when it grabs. It helps that grab down there like that and gives it something to bite to. So we are getting there. But like I said, this is something I've got to do today. Get that hose fixed so I can get out here and finish it. And I may just bring the gas-powered pressure washer out here. I'm not sure yet. I prefer using the little one, but it's looking like I might have to use the big one. Or I'm just going to have to get out a shovel or something, or a pick, and see if I can get down in here. I don't know if you can see that on this phone or not, but get down in here to get some of that out of there. See if I can get you down in there to see that. Look at all that mud. And it's right up against the wheel too. And of course there's a bunch underneath this leg right here. As you can see, I can pick it out, but some of it anyway. It's really, really hard up in there. But no damage. Thankfully, there was no damage to it. So she does need a good greasing now that that's happened. And I'm going to be getting this other hose fixed right here. This hose, as y'all know, you've seen this before. This hose right here, this is an aftermarket fitting right here. And it doesn't want to seal correctly to this hard line. So that's why I keep getting the bad leak out of it. Because now it's leaking up out of the top of this. So I've got to get that fixed ASAP. And I've already called John Deere and talked to them. They said, oh yeah, just bring the hose off here and we'll off of there and we'll bring it up here and we'll match it up and we'll build you, we'll cut that fitting off of there and put a new fitting on it. Being I've already got the hose. And I've also got to get out here and get some of this mud off the car. As you can see right here, look at this. The mud and the ice has been hitting the tire. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Been rubbing on the tire a little bit. So we don't want to have no tire issues. I'll be so glad when I get my truck, so don't have to worry about that kind of stuff anymore. You know, my truck has got plenty of ground clearance and will get anywhere I got to go, and four-wheel drive. And it'll walk all through this stuff without a problem. I've had that truck in water and mud all the way up to the winch right over there. And it just pulled right on through. I mean, granted, she was spinning, but it pulled. And it was in that black Florida mud. So if any of y'all know anything about that black Florida mud, it can be pretty nasty sometimes. And just as slick as some of this stuff up here. So anyway, that's what I've got going on today so far. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, we got us. I want to thank the awesome subscriber, Mr. Maverick. He was really worried about us being frozen, and he found a super sweet deal on some wood and hooked us up with some good oak wood, which was just awesome of him. He's like, yeah, just don't worry about it, man. You're going to help me out, and we're going to take care of each other in this world. And Maverick, you out there, brother, I appreciate it. We very much do appreciate it. Mary's been hauling some of it in the house, trying to get it dry and split while I've been out here working on the backhoe and what have you. And trying to get all this done. So here in a few minutes, I'm probably gonna take a break and help her get some more wood in there. Even though all this wood is split, it's a little big for our fireplace as far as going a big around. So we got to break it down just a little bit more, because some of these logs, the guy was telling me some of these logs were like bigger around than him. So, but it's good oak wood, so you know, once it dries out, it's pretty fresh, so it's gonna have to dry out. But you know, as long as we get it sitting in the barn, we got that diesel heater over there, and it's blowing right at it, or right at in that direction anyway. So that's kind of drying the air out around it. So that'll help it dry. And it's staying in the barn too, so it's a little bit warmer and less humidity, so it will dry out pretty nice. And then trying to get some more projects done. I know one thing I do got to do here soon. Got to make a little cover for these guys out here, so they love laying on their little platform out here. They absolutely do love it. And y'all have seen that in the past about their platform. They absolutely just think this is the coolest thing since bread and butter. As you can see, they're all just out here hanging out on it. And Audie's gonna say hi. And you see Smoke, our rat dog down there. He got him a field mouse this morning, so he was all proud of himself. Oh boy. So yeah, that's a good rat dog. Yeah. It's so funny. You say that word around them rat, now they perk up usually and and start looking for something to get into. Let's see if I can get him to do it real quick. Oh, Smoke, where's that rat? Huh? Where's that rat? Where's he at? Huh? Where's that rat? He ain't gonna do it now because I'm sitting out here talking to him. If he's in the barn, boy, you say, where's that rat? And him and Audie both perk up hard. It's comical. So, look at this. I'm gonna show you this chunk of ice, y'all. This come out of the that gorilla cart from the snow. I'll show you how thick this thing is. Look at this. And this is after it's thinned out, sit out here and melted a little bit. But when I first took it out of the gorilla cart, it was about that thick. It was a little over 1.5 inches. I measured it. It was a little over 1.5 inches thick. It's crazy. So anyway, we'll get her. Things are starting to dry out a little bit now, and you know, a couple more months, everything's gonna warm right back up again, and we're gonna be wishing it was cold. Right? You know how that goes, right? So, oh man, it's gonna be crazy, but that's all right. I'll take the heat over the cold any day. You know, I can always go to the lake or go inside the camper to get cold or cooled off. Versus here, you can't escape it. There is no escaping it, really. I mean, you're either in it to get firewood, or you're in it to go get propane, or you know, or you're in it to be out here working on the outside and the stuff you got to do around the homestead. So it is what it is. And keep going. We don't give up. You know, you don't break the gems, guys, man. It's very easy, you know. You know, sometimes you just got to keep rocking, man. Keep that happy smile on your face and just keep doing it. Sorry if I'm getting my glove in the camera there, y'all. The other one is a little wet. So, trying to avoid putting that one on for right at the moment. Because it's a little too cold. But like I said, it's warmed up out here quite a bit, so that's nice. And we're going to be getting some of this going. I can't wait for it to dry out, really. But you know how that is. If wishes were fishes, we all would be rich, right? Oh, man. Crazy comedy. All this mud out here is just crazy. And got some other projects coming up. And like I said, I gotta build that thing over there for them. They love that platform so much. That's what I ended up starting out to tell you about. We got to build that platform out there for them. Don't really need it much bigger. I just want to build some kind of roof on it for this summer, so that they can be out there and be in the shade. Because I don't know, you've seen all of them up on top of there hanging out. Now they're up there playing on it. They like to play King of the Mountain up there. So I want to do that real soon. Get them going so they can have some more fun up there and be able to be outside and you know, when it's really hot and be in the shade. We do get a little bit of shade here. That's right, it's right by the tree. But we're thinking about moving it out a little farther so that they can have I can build something up there. I've already got some old metal panels here that we can put on top of it, and also want to put something over top of where their dog door is. Right here. You can see their little dog door is right down in there. And I want to be able to cover this area right here so that, you know, they can, when they come out the door, they've got this little cover right here. So if it is raining, because they're a bunch of bougie dogs, you know, they don't realize they're dogs. You know, they are way too spoiled for all that. You know, they think if you're in the house, they should have to be in the heat and in the AC and everything else. You know, we don't leave them outside. Like this morning, it was so cold outside. They wanted to go out and hang out for like 2 minutes, and then it was right back inside. They were like, okay, we're done with that. So at least now that we know where all the water is going to be standing and going, we are getting a plan together on getting that mitigated a lot better, which will happen. Nice thing is we're going to have a bunch of ponds running around here, which is going to be pretty cool. So anyway, that's just the nature of it. And keep going. So as you can see, I got my 4x4 post out here, but I'm gonna have to let y'all go now. We really got to get some of this wood in here. It is getting late in the afternoon, and I don't want to be cold tonight, so we're gonna get this wood done. I'm gonna fix this pressure washer handle, and we're gonna get out of here. So don't forget, come over here and see us at Junktojems tomorrow, because I'm gonna hopefully I'll have that video out, and if not, I'll have something going on. All right, so we'll see y'all then. Later, guys.